Hey, it's Cruising with Phil. My name is Phil the Cruz. I'm with my next guest, another candidate, a former candidate, a current candidate, Mr. Ashan Fernando. How you doing, Ashan?
Good.
Hey.
Good evening, Philip. Thanks for having me.
Nice to see you again.
Yeah.
Good. So you're running for. Introduce yourself. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm Ashan Fernando. I'm running for City of Toronto Councillor Candidate for Ward 25 Scarborough Roots Park. I'm a long-time resident for Ward 25 Scarborough Roots Park for 26 plus years. So it goes. My roots here goes deep. I know the neighbors, and basically the bottom line is that it's easy. I'm really accessible. I'm really accountable, and I don't believe in sending emails or phone calls. I believe if one of my neighbors has a concern or issue, you know what? I can go easily and knock on their door.
Hey, let's plug this place. This is an amazing pub.
Yeah.
My first time being here. Ashan, you've been here many times, right?
Oh yeah, I've been Black Dog Pub is our local community pub.
Where's it located?
It's located on Island Road and East Avenue.
Yeah.
It's been here for ages.
Yeah.
Actually,
And we met
Black
the
Dog
manager.
Pub.
The manager is.
The manager at the Black Dog Pub is Brian Foss.
Yeah.
He's a very nice guy, incredible leader in our community.
And the lady there.
Yeah, the servers here, the staff here is very cooperative and very professional, and really put in great gathering for the community, for neighbors to come by, enjoy an evening with.
I knew this place. I was like, where's this place? I got the wrong. I found like Google. I can't stand Google. It doesn't go north and south. It just tells you where to go. So I found this place. It's like an oasis. It's a beautiful pub. It's been established, and it's got do weddings. He got married to, and all that.
And it's a very quiet area.
Yeah, we picked the backyard.
And the reason I picked the Black Dog Pub is it's in the center of Ward 25.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's an amazing community hub. Everyone knows each other, and the slogan of Black Dog Pub is "You're only a stranger once."
Oh, sounds like an East Coast thing.
After that, you are part of the team.
Oh, that's nice. I like that.
I host all my events here at Black Dog Pub, meetings, campaign, election nights, and everything, like even fans, we gather here.
Right.
So this is a great environment.
So in case you're wondering, it's not gin and rum, it's water and Coke. We both drive.
Yeah.
Right? So let's talk about your background. Are you born here in Toronto?
I was born in Sri Lanka.
Oh, what part of Sri Lanka?
In Colombo.
Oh, nice.
Yes, I arrived when I was 9 years old. Right, yeah, in Ward 25.
What year was that?
I lived in, so say again?
What year did you come to
I
Toronto?
came in 2000.
Oh, 2000, okay.
Yeah, I arrived here when I was 9, and right in Ward 25, Scarborough Roots Park.
Oh, really?
And
Wow.
I'm very fortunate enough to be part of Ward 25 for my whole life.
That's nice.
And currently, I'm still in Ward 25.
So your mom's here?
Yeah, my whole family is here, including my family, and it's an amazing area. I would never leave Ward 25 because I have that passion and the dedication and the driven for my community. I know a lot of my neighbors in every single corner of Ward 25, and that's what brings me into politics, is that I'm the only candidate that has never ran anywhere else in Toronto.
Just stayed the whole time.
I only ran in Ward 25, so that alone shows my dedication to Ward 25 Scarborough Roots Park. Is because I will only run in where I know the neighbors, where I have deep roots in.
Yeah, talk about the parachute candidates and all
Exactly.
that. Yeah, well, even if we have let's say you lived here and you moved away, and you move back, I would say that's viable to be a good candidate, right? Because even if you moved away, it's not like if you didn't even live here at all. Like some
different circumstances is fine, as long as you have that connection.
Yeah, you know the area.
You have and you didn't lose touch.
Yeah.
That's the most important thing.
So you did your grade school, high school year? And all
Yeah, I actually went to St. Brendan's Catholic Elementary School over by Centennial Road, Centennial and Lawson.
Yeah.
And then I went to Pope John Paul to secondary high school over by that's also in our neighborhood at Military Trail and Morningside. Right, so it's really good. And then I went to George Park.
Oh,
Yeah,
you went
college.
downtown Toronto?
Downtown on King Street.
Oh,
Yeah, the busiest area.
Yeah.
And no, King and Young. Right?
King and Young, yeah, I know.
To be specific.
What did you take there?
No, it was great. I first studied at Georgetown College. I studied hotel management diploma.
Oh.
and then I did my paralegal studies, my paralegal program.
Paralegal?
Yeah.
Really? You want to be a lawyer?
At Georgetown College, yeah.
Are you? I mean, do you want to be a paralegal or whatever?
Yeah. So right now it's in the works. I will be a paralegal, and then hopefully a lawyer when the time comes.
An honest lawyer, which is hard to find.
Yes. Exactly.
For the people.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Would you
to help the community, to help folks that and make it accessible for legal support.
Yeah.
Right. I have also committed that I am open to take pro bono cases on an individual basis on that person's specific circumstances.
Yeah.
Right. Because I'm here to make sure that legal services are accessible.
So you make you set up a little office here in this area, or a big office in this area?
Yeah, exactly. So, and I'll be so accessible that that people don't even have to come to my office. We can hold, one thing I always tell all my neighbors is that one thing that COVID has taught us is to be, think out of the box, right?
Yeah.
So what it has taught us that we can hold virtual meetings. I can even come to your residence. We can meet at a coffee shop. Because some people are a little bit intimidated by coming to a lawyer's office, right?
Yeah.
So we don't
the furniture scares me alone.
Exactly. We don't want to put them on that pressure, right?
They got an ox, so I'm getting out of here. No.
Exactly.
It's
right?
funny. Wow.
Yeah.
So you have one brother, right?
I have an older brother and an older sister. I'm the youngest of three.
And you got nephews and nieces, I believe?
I have two nephews.
Yeah, and they're thoroughly spoiled by you?
Yes.
What you told me? Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. They're so spoiled.
You get in trouble for that?
Huh?
You get in trouble for just wanting too much?
Yeah. They want all kinds of toys, candy.
Unlike you, I'm a single man, but I had 7 nephews and nieces, and I get whatever they wanted.
Yeah, you told me that.
Yeah, I got a lot of trouble for that.
Yeah.
So let's before we jump, let's talk about your this is your third time putting your name in, right?
Yes, that's right.
The by-election before was so small, right?
Yeah.
It wasn't even a chance.
It was about, I believe it was 4 months. Yeah, 4 months.
Yeah.
Last year, it was 4 months. But you know what? This shows that the reason I'm running for a third time is I'm not giving up.
Well, yeah.
I believe in Ward 25. I believe in Scarborough Ridge Park. I believe we can make the change that we want. I always tell this to my neighbors. From time and time again, different political candidates win, and all they do is provide us political talking points.
Yes.
That is why in every election, if you notice, even when you ran for mayor, the voter turnout was very low.
Yeah.
The reason why people don't come out and vote is because they're tired of the broken promises, the political talking points. My commitment here today to the residents of Ward 25 Scarborough Ridge Park is that I'm putting where the words are. So is that I will ensure that me and my team will provide results for our neighbors and action. That's what people want to see. People don't want to hear fancy words. People want to see action. And the whole campaign is, we will get it done.
That's great. I like to get your local, we will get it done.
Yeah, we will. Because the bottom line is, when I go to City Hall, if I have the privilege of being elected on October 26th, 2026, I will, it's not just me going to City Hall, it's not just my concerns of interest, the whole Ward 25 will be going to City Hall. Every single person in Ward 25, their voice, their concerns will be heard. And that is the campaign promise, that no one will be left behind, everyone will be taken care of, there will be support. One thing I really do want to touch down is mental health. Mental health is very important. And I want to ensure that in the city of Toronto, when Toronto police attends mental health talks, that they cannot go by themselves.
Exactly.
They have to have an assigned mental health
experience and
certified nurse that knows how to handle the situation.
We've seen what happened in the past with a lot of people. Yeah. Let's backtrack a bit before we get into that.
Yeah.
So when you're in college, were you thinking of running or getting into politics or what back then?
Oh, that's a good question. I'm glad you asked me that. Yeah, actually, my interest came into politics was in 2016.
Okay.
And I have nothing against.
So it was a jump that got you into politics?
Yeah, 2016 is the golden year, I say.
Are you aging yourself now?
Yeah, it's a golden year. Yeah, it's the year that I got interested in politics, and I do have to put my credit is due.
Okay.
I have to say the late Mayor of Toronto, Rob Ford,
Yeah.
he got my interest.
Oh, what?
The
How did you do that?
Yeah, the reason why he got my interest, he did have some baggage.
You know we love
yeah,
baggage,
yeah,
right?
yeah. He did.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know what? The bottom line is he was a regular guy.
Yeah.
He was a regular guy. That's what I liked about him, and I actually like him more than
Brother?
his brother. But Rob Ford is a very genuine guy, and I have a high respect for Rob Ford because he really respected the taxpayers' dollars.
Yeah.
He stopped the gravy train,
said
and
the
in one of
gravy-
my actually in our previous interview we talked about the
Yeah,
gravy
the
train,
gravy
right?
train, big
And when
time.
you ran for mayor,
Yeah.
right? So that's the main thing that caught me, my interest, and we need to bring back accountability and discipline and financial accountability to City Hall. Whenever the city is in a hole, the first thing the mayor says, we need to increase double-digit property taxes.
Yeah.
We can't burden the Toronto taxpayer,
Yeah.
right? So with that said, Rob Ford and the former city councillor of Ward 25, the late Lon Moser,
Oh.
also got my interest to enter politics.
Okay.
So these two people has made me enter politics, and I'm going to continue their legacy to bring back accountability, transparent leadership, and accessible leadership. Those are the things that we need in an elected official, and that's where I actually visited City Hall to sign the book of condolences for the late Mayor Rob Ford. I signed it, wrote him a nice message. I thank you that Rob Ford's legacy will continue throughout our aspiring politicians.
Okay, here's a fly off the wall question. So, you respect Rob Ford, I have respect him too. I love his what he did, but Paul make a phone call back to you, all return calls. So if he was around, how would he think he would feel about the way the city's run now?
He would be quite disappointed.
Yeah, I think so too.
He
Yeah.
would be quite disappointed because he always drove himself.
Or as Don Cherry called it, a bunch of pinkos.
Right?
I remember that.
Exactly. And his nice dance at City Hall,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
At
Yeah,
City
yeah,
Council.
I know.
See, a lot of people liked him, and that's why he kept on winning, right? Rob Ford, right?
Yeah.
He won 2 terms, I believe. 2 terms.
Yeah.
2010 and something after
Then he
that.
got sick and all, yeah.
Yeah. So no, he was a very good mayor, and one thing I do like about him is that he was a regular guy.
Yeah, he was.
When he walked down the streets in downtown, and he shook everyone's hand.
Yep.
That is the legacy I want to continue. I will be so accessible. I will be so transparent for my neighbors that everyone will be like, wow, I didn't even have to send one email. I didn't have to make one phone call. Ashan was at my doorstep. That's the history that we want to make here in Ward 25. You have a concern, you have an issue to be resolved, give our office a call. We will be at your doorstep. Either me or one of our team members will be at your doorstep. But I always make it a priority. I would like to see all my neighbors in person because it's better face to
Yeah, like
face.
that. That we need, right?
Exactly, just like right now, face to face is a very important communication. And I always say, when you're an elected official, that the key thing in politics is not about money, it's about communication.
It's lacking in City Hall.
Exactly, dramatically, it's
Right.
lacking a lot.
So people are going to ask when they look at you, okay, you're running 3 times. Why are you bothering? Tell them why you're bothering. You already told me why.
Yeah.
Tell them why.
Yeah,
3
so-
times you're running, right?
So the reason why I'm running is I'm running for my neighbors. I'm running for my friends right here in Ward 25.
Yeah.
I had many conversations with all my neighbors and friends in Ward 25, Scarborough, but across every single corner of the ward. And I always tell them that my boss is my constituents of Ward 25. My boss is not whoever the mayor will be, right? Because that's the accountability I'm giving. I take my instructions from the constituents, right? Their concerns, their voices, right to City Hall, right? Couple of things right now a lot of people are concerned about is the speeding in our neighborhoods.
Oh, yeah.
Right? After what the province did, right?
Yeah.
They intervened
Yeah,
and they scrapped the speed
all
cameras,
the
right?
I tell you. That's crazy.
Ever since they did that,
Yeah.
you and
Like a
me both,
free-for-all, yeah.
you and me both know that speeding has increased. deaths on our road has increased. Safety has gone down. So what I propose is, I'll point out, we have a 7-point platform, and that's number 1 on our platform.
Oh, you want to go to the platform right away?
Yeah.
Okay.
1 point.
Okay.
Safe for
so you got a
communities.
7-point platform. You zoom in on you'll see it.
Yeah.
It's on your web. It's on your Instagram.
Yeah. And the website is electashanfernando.ca.
Okay, and so should we go? So 7-point platform. Well, how'd you come up with this anyway? Before you get into it.
So this platform, 7-point platform, was created by our neighbors,
Okay.
by our friends, by the people that live here.
So you took into account of everybody's needs and wants
Exactly.
and all that.
So what I held is I went around to every single corner of the Ward 25 Scarborough Ridge Park, and everyone's main concern was point number 1: safer communities. Right? That's what they want. They want safety.
I like this. You'll see here it says improve community safety with traffic calming measure. I like this one. Better lighting.
Yes.
Big time. That
Yeah,
has been
the
discussed
reason
before.
why we put better lighting is because we need more lighting
Yeah.
in the streets to make it safer.
And it's dark.
It's too dark.
When
right?
one light goes out, I mean, they put these dim. Remember they used to have the bright lights, and they try to save the cost on money, and they put the orange ones out.
Yeah.
And that's like good. So I like what you said. The better lighting, more police resources. What do you mean by that?
So more police resources is that we should make sure that the police resources are used efficiently, right, and properly.
Yeah.
Right? So for example, like for minor matters, the police should not attend. Right? For like let's say someone stole a candy from a store. Do we really need the police presence there? Right? So that's what I mean by more police resources. Let's use it wisely, and let's spend the money accurately where it's needed. Right?
Yeah.
Right now, I think not just in Ward 25, but across Toronto, the main issue is on everyone's mind is safety.
Yeah.
And just to add to that, safety goes in all levels. There's a lot of car thefts, right? A lot of violence, a lot of robberies, a lot of assaults,
Ridiculous.
right? Safety, and then the other day I was downtown, and I was at Dundas Square. This goes back to our mental health. I saw a person at Young and Dundas screaming, yelling. She said, "I can't do this. I'm giving up on life." So it goes back to mental health. Is that people don't have the supports, people don't have the services, people don't have the counseling. We are really letting down our own Toronto residents, right? So we really need to get back to the basics.
Yep.
I think you mentioned that in your mayoral campaign,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Getting back to the basics.
Yeah.
That's what we
And we
need.
both agree on one thing. Get in, get an audit done.
Yes.
From a third party, not one man voice for the city.
Exactly.
I like to say the strong neighborhood programs. That's
Yeah.
what we need. We don't have enough programs.
No, we need.
With the amount of population explosion, especially this ward,
Yeah.
I've just looked at the stats. This ward is growing.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
this Ward 25
So you
Scarborough
got say you
Ridge
got
Park.
like 10 programs, and you've got this much population. Just like the library. But now the libraries are adjusting. Like most libraries are now going to be like 8 hour or something. Not this 12. Yeah.
I
like
do. I do agree with you. Yeah.
We need to catch up.
We need to do a. Actually, Rob Ford did this. He did a line by line on the budget. He did a line by line.
Yeah.
He went to every single service.
They didn't like that.
They did not like. That's why they tried to take him down, right?
Yeah.
So Rob Ford was really good. That's what exactly. As councillors, we should hold the mayor accountable and tell the mayor, if we really believe in the people and the Toronto residents, do not use your mayor's strong powers provided by the province. Let the councillors work with you. Let us decide the best path forward for the city of Toronto.
It's kind of contradictory when this came out, the strong mayor trial. I can discuss something with you or somebody else, but it's kind of hypocritical. If I voted you, and I'm a resident of the ward, I voted you, Ashan Fernando,
Yeah.
and now they're taking your power away. Like, why am I voting for it? Why am I voting for my constituent
Yeah.
or my
So-
councillor? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think, I know Doug Ford is the Premier of Ontario, but he has a deep love for municipal politics.
Yeah,
right?
it's obsession, right?
Yeah, he's obsessed. Most
Reduce the council.
Exactly, right. But nevertheless, though, he was a former city council, right?
Yeah.
Doug Ford, so he has a history there, right? So that I get where he's coming from, right? But I believe the municipal government should handle themselves.
Exactly.
And I think the province should should, stay out of municipal politics. In any city, like anywhere, but stay out of municipal
Even
politics.
like, I remember the last city council meeting in Scarborough for my area, Thompson area.
Yeah.
And there had people presenting buildings and blocks by the neighbors and all.
Yeah.
When it comes down to the land, LRT has a final say, no matter what the city council vote on. Now, that's not right. Why they should have, and that has to change.
Exactly.
You know?
Right? So
Like, is it back to municipal, back to,
exactly.
they take too much away from the city. Which is a problem.
Exactly, right? So it all goes back to, being accessible, being transparent, and being accountable, right? I'll be the first one to mention that, if I make a mistake, I'll be the first one to admit it, because that's called accountability, right? But I hope I don't make mistakes.
No, we're all gonna, hey,
right?
it's all a learning process.
Right? That's a learning process, right? But the bottom line is, if you're held accountable, you're good.
You're good.
As long as you learn from it.
Yeah,
As long as it doesn't.
Okay, make it say big.
As long
same
as
mistake over and over
exactly.
again.
As long as it's not repeated 10 times.
Yeah, I know. Good
Right?
number. So improved community safety, traffic calming. I like the better lighting. I think you're the kind of mentioned that better lighting.
Yeah,
I saw the radio the other day. I was like, oh, better lighting. Okay.
Exactly. Right?
And more police roads. And then, okay, number 2, better roads and infrastructure. I got a question for you. Like when I was in Germany, I'm in the armed forces, of course, all over the world.
Yeah.
I'm driving in Germany. All the roads are nice and smooth.
Exactly.
And you drive here, even though they
Potholes.
and not just that, then when they fix like dents in the road,
Yeah.
they fill it up, but they don't make it smooth.
Yes.
So you're driving with your steering like going out, like this, like
Exactly.
like, especially on like some of the roads, like
Yeah.
now they improved Shepherd, but like Ellesmere,
Yeah.
going all the way from Ellesmere down to Victoria Park, it's
Yeah.
nuts. You're like,
Exactly.
you're trying to. Why are people going this way? Oh, they're going all not the manhole coverage.
Yeah.
But as a councillor elected, what would you do about that to make it? I think they should be all smoothed out. There shouldn't be these bumps and stuff. You can tell.
Exactly.
It's pretty bad when you can tell the distance where the roads have been repaired.
Yeah, no,
It should blend in, right?
That's a great question, right? But what I would really state is it goes back to the basic, right? So like, for example, I'll give you a very good example, right? The reason why we have a lot of potholes, not maintained roads, sidewalks are half done,
Yes.
right? People can't walk, right? The reason why these things are not fixed is because we mismanage the funds
Yes.
that the city has. For example, like, I understand the fiasco about Young and Dundas Square, the naming.
Oh, we
Right.
get that. So-
Now, do you think in an economy that is currently not stable, I think we are in a technical recession right now, do you think it's necessary to rename Young and Dundas Square,
Yeah.
spending millions and millions of dollars?
And then they did the
Yeah.
Dundas subway. Now,
Like-
I went the other day for the interview.
It's TMU.
And again, TMU. We was at TMU.
Exactly,
It's
right?
like, yeah.
So
And you were so fun.
yeah.
They didn't make it made it so obvious. You can tell it's all scratched out. It's only professionally
right?
done, yeah.
So
Badly done,
so
yeah.
See, we don't have our basics right.
Yeah, that's not even an essential thing.
That's
right?
not even an essential thing, right? We should.
Whose idea was that?
I have a good name.
I
but-
know that counselor. He's
Yeah,
a
you
good
know?
guy, but come on.
Yeah, but I think we need to get back to the basics and
Not essential,
handle
yeah.
the essentials first.
Yeah.
We need to handle the essentials like fixing our roads, fixing the unfinished sidewalks,
Mhm.
fixing the potholes, and the thing that a lot of people don't turn up to vote is because they're tired of the broken promises. For example, all the mayor has done and all the other councillors have done is they're very famous on doing photo ops
Yeah.
and videos. And like, I don't know if you saw Mayor Olivia Chow did a video of pretending to fix a pothole.
Oh yes, you mean the with the hat on? I think yeah.
Like we don't want video.
I wonder what road
yeah.
she fixed.
Exactly. But I like.
I
the
wanna
fact
go
that
check
I'm
out
like-
what did you
But she never mentioned that street name.
Yeah, I know. She never knows.
She never mentioned that. So I think we enough with the photo ops,
Look at
the
the
video
background.
ops, right? We
Yeah.
need to see action.
Yeah.
And if I'm telling you, I feel it in my instinct. I really do. If Toronto residents see action
Then,
and see results, guess what's going to happen? The voter turnout will increase.
It has to. This election is very important. I don't know if you know the organization now. COTRA is another organization called COTRA, Community of Tenants Resident Association. Sun with Ron. Sun is at Discovery United.
Oh, I know that. Yeah.
So these are all organizations now that brought to light. Now that they're more concerned with the emails they get and all. This vote is very important. This is very important. we've got 12 incumbents, 11 have re-registered, I don't know why, and they want to give their seat, I don't know why, and they like, they like the status quo, they like the person, they like the message, and they know the voter turnout's low, right? Because we know the name's there. I think people say, I don't bother, it's not going to change, just I got the name.
Because
and that's the problem.
because the people that I spoke to, my neighbors and my friends, they always say, Ashan, this is actually an honest conversation with one of my neighbors, and she said, Ashan, why should I go and vote when I feel that my vote is not counted? Right? Why take the initiative to go to drive to the polling station and cast my ballot? For what? If we will get that typical. We'll get broken promises, no action, no results. But I think what needs to happen in Canadian politics, especially in municipal politics, is self-interest. We talked about this in our first interview. And I'm actually one of your first candidates when you first started the film.
He was really shy. I had to get him talking.
There you go. Right?
You're in a room, right?
Now I think this is our fifth video, right?
Yeah.
I think this is our fifth.
Yeah, because we talked about Bell too, right? The Bell,
yeah, exactly, right? So I think.
I'm sorry. Bell is about mental health.
We talked about Bell, right? Yeah. So I think we did our 5 videos. Yeah. So I think the bottom line is that neighbors want to see results and want to see action. Once the Toronto resident sees that, I am so confident, I feel it in my instinct, that the voter turnout will increase dramatically. Like we'll have big numbers that we have never seen in a decade.
Last one I think it was 29% turnout.
But before that happens, Toronto residents needs to see results. They need to see action. Otherwise, I'm telling you, the voter turnout will keep going down. Because what happened in politics now is that it's political opportunities.
Yeah.
They just want self-interest. They want to gain money.
Yeah.
They want to work the system, work for the politician, and that's what they want.
Yeah.
They are self-interested. Unlike me, my whole history in politics was always being rooted in Ward 25 in Scarborough.
That's true. Very true. I was going to say about the turnout, the 29% turnout, that hasn't changed since.
Exactly.
So I did this other candidates, I bet you if we had computer voting, like we have in the States, even phone voting, none of these incumbents would win. We know that for sure. But they know because of the local. I don't know if you got the fan out there for where the votes are in most areas.
Yes.
Yeah, and you know where that, and that's where they canvass. Like when I canvass, I don't know what you do. When I canvass, in Parkdale, Parliament, Weston, Bathurst, all these bad areas they talk about, being and Finch, they all said, "Ooh, never seen a candidate before, first guy." And it's interesting that and it's sad to hear that.
Exactly, it is. I think one of my good friends is the mayoral candidate, Lyle Sanders.
I just had him. Did you interview him?
Yeah, I did. Yeah. He's my
good guy.
Yeah, he's my good friend, and
he mentioned you before the interview.
Yeah, exactly. We actually work hand in hand with each other, and we actually have the same. We both have the same vision for Toronto, right? To put the people first. Like myself and Lyle Sanders, we don't have to run for political office. The reason we're doing it is to put the people first. We want to bring City Hall back to the people and not the elite insiders. Right now, City of Toronto, City Hall is taken over by the elite insiders. That's going to stop. We are going to bring City Hall back to the people, back to Toronto residents.
We both know there are some candidates, nothing against candidates. I mean, haven't interviewed yet, but I know there's some candidates that are backed by other councillors, right?
Yeah, exactly.
That's what we're talking about. So the same status quo.
Yeah. So my passion and my dedication is deeply rooted in Ward 25, and I'm actually one of the first candidates. I think we have 6 candidates.
In your ward, yes.
Yeah, in Ward 25, Scarborough Ridge Park, and from all the 6, I'm the first candidate to update all my social media links, my contact information, my email, my phone number, and all campaign details on the city website.
Yeah.
And that shows that I'm very accessible.
Well, what's today? August 4th? If you go on the website,
August 4th,
you might have missed things. Oh, it could be.
So far, there's only 2.
Yeah.
But I'm the
That's
first.
right, there's only 2. Exactly. Yeah.
I'm the first one to put my information, and not only that, I'm the first one to release a platform for Ward 25, which is the 7-point platform.
Yeah, I like the laminated here.
Yeah,
So let's go into, we talked about fixed roads, sidewalks, fast improving drainage. You saw the flooding there, eh? This is area, we're gonna fix it.
Yeah, exactly.
This is ridiculous. And then they're not even talking about the houses.
Yeah.
People affected the basements, the flooding. This is going on for how long?
That goes back to climate change. Right? I'm pretty sure you believe in climate change, right?
Yeah.
This is why the wildfire is happening, right?
Yeah.
And our leader from down south saying that Canada should pay a price for the wildfires.
Oh, you heard about it, yeah. Now I heard they're getting some fires down there. It's going to come up our way.
So did Canada ever say that US has to pay us? No, right?
No,
because
don't.
we are more practical.
Yeah.
And when we say that's nature, it's out of our control, right? So we handle those kinds of leaders in a more stable way.
Well, I like the comments. Well, when they make comments about the military, we should laugh.
Yeah, right. But the thing is, as
I know you like safe walking, cycling, and
exactly,
driving.
right.
Yeah.
Oh, I love riding bikes. Do you like riding bikes?
Yeah,
I do. Right. So this 7-point platform right here, right, is from our neighbors and residents of Ward 25, right? So let me just tell it all at once. So the 7-point platform: 1, safer communities; 2, better roads and infrastructure; 3, better transit and less traffic; 4, cleaning and a greener Ward 25; and 5, affordable housing. That's key, affordable housing and responsible growth; and finally 6, what I hear time and time again from our small business owners: they are struggling. They need support from the city. So that's why it's support local businesses and economic growth. Put initiatives for our entrepreneurs to start their small businesses, right? And finally, the most important, number 7, transparent and accountable leadership. And the most important, accessible leadership. People should be approachable. Like councillors should be approachable. We should see face to face. My commitment here today, if elected as a city councillor, on Monday, October 26th, I will have a lot of face-to-face interaction. And my other commitment is we will have a lot of community events in every corner, one at West Luge, one at Highland Creek, one in the Melbourne community. Every single corner of Ward 25, we will have a free event for the community, a free barbecue, where our neighbors can get together, mingle, talk about the concerns, about the issues, and how we can impact Ward 25 Scarborough.
Have you got anything planned right now for the community gathering?
On our campaign is that me and my campaign team, we will be going to every single community event in Ward 25, in every corner.
I'm glad you mentioned that. I just talked to the city clerk for this. We talked to the other candidates office before, and I mentioned my daily video blog, if you saw it, and I did one yesterday. I said that some of these candidates are going to these functions where everybody's invited. Now the incumbents have been there, and literally they've been told by the incumbent not to be there. You're not right to be there. It's a private affair. You're just a candidate. You shouldn't be here. So I made a video that's not true. You have every right to be there. I talked to the city clerk just to refer. Unless it's a private affair, meaning it's their own function for their own campaign, it's a different story. But it's a community event, town hall, whatever park, because you're a citizen, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, and you cannot. And so if you ever get that kind of intimidation, you won't. Other new candidates are kind of wondering. And some actually left the event.
Yeah.
Because they felt that the incumbent had the right to say that. And that's not true. That's just called desperation, and that's intimidation. And it's called bullying.
It's actually it's all those things.
Like you said about this.
It's exactly what you said. It's all those things, right?
Exactly.
That kind of behavior.
These are the kind of incumbents who sit here so many years to act like that. I'm not have nothing against the incumbents, but you have to act like the behavior. What I've heard of one or two, I think it's just pathetic.
My saying on that is, those actions need to be held accountable.
Yeah.
Right? And you have to lead.
And they do. Sorry. And they have the right to complain to the Integrity Commission about that. That's the right.
Exactly.
Not to be intimidated, like yourself.
Yeah. And what I'm a strong believer in, I'm a very strong believer in is you have to lead by example.
Yeah.
Right? When you lead by example, that's a leader, right? We show them our action, right? But my thing is, a leader is not someone who bosses people around. A leader is.
What? You're kidding me.
That's what I thought.
My
too.
views.
I thought you sit in your comfy chair and then you tell people what to do.
Yeah.
No, that's not leadership, right?
Just
So-
funny, you're kidding.
Right? I know, right? No, that's what I thought. Right? But then I said, you know what? A true leader in the community is doing the work yourself,
Yeah.
and then people will follow, and they will lead, right?
Mhm.
That is what true leadership is. That is the type of leadership that I will bring for Ward 25 Scarborough Ridge Park. It is going to be, again going back to transparency, accountable, and accessible. That's what residents deserve. That's what they will get from me if elected their councillor on Monday, October 26th. It's the bottom line. It's like, I have made a commitment to my neighbors and residents is that I will never run anywhere. That's never. I will never run anywhere in Toronto. The only area that I'm dedicated to, that I have the passion, that I'm driven, is Ward 25 Scarborough Ridge Park.
You see a few,
I love this. I love this neighborhood.
You've seen a
right?
few of the mayor candidates running different
Exactly.
elections.
We are by the Roots
Yeah, it's
beach.
beautiful, yeah.
Yeah, the waterfront. Have you been?
Yeah,
Have
oh,
you
it's
been?
nice. It's so
yeah,
nice.
yeah, it's really beautiful. And now they're doing a big project by the beach. At the
Oh,
Roots
yes,
beach
yes,
by
yes.
the federal government.
Yeah.
Right? So a lot of things are going on for this. And
Yeah.
actually, to be honest, I'm a little bit biased here when I say this, but Ward 25 Scarborough Ridge Park, I have to say, hands down, is the best ward in across Toronto.
It's your right to say that.
I'm a little biased, but
No, it's beautiful. No, actually, it's a big ward. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
it's
a nice
good.
little area.
Yeah.
Right. So let's we'll back down a bit here. Let's go to transit. Transit's a big thing, eh?
Yeah.
Better transit and less traffic. Improve TTC. Okay, let's talk about TTC reliability. Because right now, well, when I met you in Ward in back 22, I went for 4 debates on 1 week downtown.
Yes.
And everyone, I got stuck
You
in
learned
that.
from me at that time.
Yeah, I stuck in every subway in 1 week. I haven't taken subway in months. And I'm sitting the fourth time in the subway, got stuck for the fourth. I was late for the interview, but I went over for the debate. I'm sitting there going, so is this for real? It's like a commercial? The fourth time the subway breaks down? This is back in 2022.
Yeah, exactly.
So let's talk about that. Well, what do you think about that? The process is now taking over. What do you think about that? Do you think it was necessary?
So I think the TTC can be managed better.
And it wasn't.
It wasn't.
We all know that. Yeah.
I really applaud the late city councillor for Scarborough North, late councillor Cynthia Light.
Sincerely, yes. Yeah.
So
She would have won.
yeah, she was a good councillor. Right?
Yeah.
Whatever she said, whatever she put forward, she got it done.
Yeah.
She got it done, right? So it's a great. We all miss her.
Yeah.
We all,
She's one of the ones I never met, but that happened to people the last election.
Yeah.
And it all affects. It hurt everybody. People don't realize
Yeah.
that. Even though we don't know each other, we ran. It's like this. It's like a camaraderie. We
all-
respect each other,
yeah.
and we may not have met, but it affects. It was right before the election, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
We that was in 2022, right?
Yeah.
We were all
Yeah.
we all deeply miss her,
Yeah.
but nevertheless, for that specific ward, in Scarborough North, I'm standing behind the councillor candidate for that ward. His name is Kevin Lee.
I was going to mention that.
Kevin
He
Lee.
worked for Cynthia Lau.
Yeah, exactly.
And he got endorsed by her husband.
Exactly. I saw that too.
I read all that, yeah.
So I'm actually showing my support
Oh, good.
behind Kevin Lee.
Yeah.
I think he would be an exceptional councillor as a replacement. A person who understands the rules. Again, it goes back.
Have you met him yet?
I have.
Oh, yeah. Oh, what's he like?
He's a very nice guy. Yeah.
So I had him for an interview too.
See, yeah, exactly. It goes back to he has deep roots in that ward.
Yes, I
just
read
like
his,
me.
yeah,
I
I read
have
all
deep
his
roots
stuff,
in Ward
yeah.
25.
Yeah.
So it goes back to having those deep roots, those connections, those conversations, one at a time with every neighbor. It goes back to that, right? I know this Ward 25 from inside the book,
Yeah.
right? I know every corner.
Yeah.
Like, if you ask me a restaurant in Ward 25, what is the
Well,
best.
like this one, right?
This one, right?
Perfect
And
example.
remember, I'm no longer a stranger at Black Dog Pub because
Yeah.
once you come to
No, as
Black
soon as I walked in there, they go, I'm here for the podcast. Oh, you're, oh, yes, yeah, yeah. Ashan, yeah. This is,
Exactly.
do you want to go upstairs? They drove the whole place around.
Yeah,
Inside,
you-
outside.
very,
beautiful fun,
very
yeah.
welcoming.
Yeah.
Right? And one, I'll allocate the.
Well, even all the locals sitting on the bar.
Exactly.
They're all like,
the
oh,
Black
these-
Dog.
yeah,
Exactly.
sounds
The
like
Black
friendly,
Dog motto
Yeah.
is, at Black Dog Pub, you're only a stranger once.
Yeah.
Right? Maybe I should implement that in my campaign.
Yeah. It's
Right?
funny.
So it's really good. Yeah. Yeah. So at Black Dog Pub, you're only a stranger once.
Yeah.
And after that, you're part of the Black Dog Pub family.
Exactly, yeah.
Oh, Brian, the owner of Black Dog Pub, me and him, we go way back.
Oh, yeah?
He's one of my very good friends. And I do want to mention my contributions for Ward 25 Scarborough Beach back since we did now cover all 7 points of
No, we
the
haven't.
plan, right? So,
Not yet.
Yeah, no, but we did mention.
We mentioned, yeah, we haven't gone over them yet.
Exactly, right? So I just want to say that one of my contributions for Ward 25 Scarborough Beach Park is that I took on the initiative myself as a neighbor, and I got it done. We implemented and installed a traffic
Oh, I
light.
just read that, yeah, yeah.
We installed
Explain
it.
how you explain where it is first,
Yeah.
how you started, and what was the result.
Yeah, so the traffic light was installed at Port Union Road and Lawsland Road, and that's the intersection. That's Port Union and Lawsland Road.
Sorry, why was it needed there?
The reason why it was needed is because, as you know, we had a big project along Port Union
Yes.
Road from Shepherd
It took forever to finish.
to Lawland forever, right? But now it looks amazing.
It did, yeah.
But the
It's fun,
only
yeah,
the
yeah.
only problem is that it's a highway now. It's a
It
mini.
is,
It's
it
a
is,
mini
yeah.
highway, and people speed down.
When I was driving,
it's
I
quite.
turned on National Road the other day. I was driving, going, is this a highway or a road?
Yeah.
Because like, it goes like it's like you're going on the highway. It's weird, right?
It's quite.
It's fast.
It's quite dangerous.
It
and
is
then,
dangerous.
And then when you make a right turn, it's
Yeah.
a very wide turn.
Yes, yes,
It's a
it's-
very
it
wide
is
turn.
scary,
So,
yeah, yeah.
So I think we could have done a little bit better in that aspect.
Yeah.
But the main going back to
Speed bumps along each
yeah,
way.
exactly. Yeah. Going back to the traffic light at Port Union and Lawson Road.
Yeah.
Is that the reason why we needed the traffic light there? Is for my neighbors, for the residents that
Yeah.
live on that neighborhood at Lawson Road, right? So now with the traffic light, it's easier for those neighbors to get access to Port Union, especially if they're making a left turn versus a right turn. So even for the right turn, it's helpful now too. So that is the reason why we got the traffic light. So how I started it is I went door knocking.
What year is it? This year?
This was in 20. It was before the 2022 election.
Oh, that far
Yeah,
back.
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it was before the. Yeah, it was before the 2022 election, and then I went to every single door at Port Union, Lawson Road. That shows my dedication. And guess what? Every single neighbor in that neighborhood signed the petition.
Okay.
Then I submitted.
Can I ask how many signatures you got?
I got about 250.
That's good.
250 signatures. Then what I did is I submitted it to the City of Toronto, the Traffic Control Department, and to the City Councillor's office, as well as the City Clerk, as well as the Mayor's office. And then within months, I believe 6 months, they agreed. They agreed with me. They accepted the petition.
Did you declare it?
Yeah, they accepted it.
Oh, yeah?
And then they passed a motion
Yeah.
at City Councillor, and they made a commitment. Once the Port Union widening road, which is practical, I
Yeah,
do support
it
that,
was the organ,
which is
yeah.
which is practical. Once the Port Union road is widened and all completed, guess what? They kept the commitment with my trusser.
Oh, that's good.
So they kept the commitment, and guess what? They installed the traffic light at Port Union and Lawson Road. And ever since that, every single neighbor in Lawson Road, in Port Union Road, are so thankful that it saves them an average of 2 to 5 minutes to merge into Port Union Road.
Okay.
So as we both know, time goes by fast, right?
When it was it completed? When did it finish it?
They finished it right after the completion of the Port Union widening.
What was your same what year was that?
I believe they finished it, I think, just this past year. They
Just this
finished it.
past year? And you said
Yeah.
it's way back in 2022?
Yeah.
So like almost 4 years later?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
they completed, I believe they completed the Port Union widening in the middle of 2024.
So I think
No, 2025, in the middle of
So you think if
2025.
they couldn't that project, the extension, they would put that line faster.
Exactly, they already did. Now it's
It's all
working,
done.
it's functional.
Have you made a video about that?
I had a petition.
No, I mean,
and-
like a video of what you did, standing there, like this is because of me and all that.
No, I
You
did
should.
not. No, yeah. Actually, maybe we can do that one time.
Yeah, you should. You should.
Yeah.
Like with your buddy there.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Like, he's on his phone over there.
Yeah,
But no,
exactly,
just like
right?
make a video.
And
That's something
just
to be proud
and just
of,
for
right?
the and
be-
just
yeah.
you know, since you mentioned it, just for our residents of Ward 25 Scarborough to know, we will introduce you to our campaign manager, Dave Madden. We'll turn around the
Yeah.
camera and then
We do it after.
We'll,
You can-
so
we'll
Dave
do
Madden.
it after, yeah.
Yeah.
Or you can come in the camera after.
Yeah, you can come in the camera
Let's
after.
go come in the camera. So okay, let's go back here. I know we jumped to we're into there. Let's go back here. Bus Connect. Oh, Bus Connect Avenue. What do you think of the red lines, the red bus routes?
I think with regards to the bus lanes, I'm for public transportation, but half the time, you have seen it probably. I think you have. It's empty.
Well, they put one on Midland, like Midland of all
Well,
the
they
places.
did the extended, right?
You saw that? Oh my God! I drove.
And it's empty, right?
I went to make a left turn. I was like, where'd the oh, got a
Now,
bus
now,
route
now
here?
you ran for mayor, so how much do you think they spent on those bus lanes?
Oh my God! It must be a couple million at least.
Now do
Not
you
all
think-
the paint.
Now, do you think that money could have been used better?
Oh yeah, much better.
Like maybe house people?
And social mental health programs, social.
Right?
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
so I think it goes back to the basics, right? So that is my commitment. Is if elected on October 26th, I will bring back financial accountability and discipline back to the taxpayer. I will advocate for low taxes, and my commitment, as we all know, one city councillor cannot do everything.
Yeah.
So I will make my case for it. To city council and the mayor, I'll make my case for it, and I'll say, if we really want to increase the voter turnout and show people action and accountability and financial discipline, my commitment is I'll make the case for it that we need to freeze property taxes for the entire term of council.
Oh really?
Yeah,
That's
for
interesting.
4 years.
Oh.
4 years. That alone is action. That shows that we have to get to the table, line by line, manage the budget, and freeze the property taxes for the entire duration of the mayor and councillor term. So that is a term of 4 years. If we do that, people will finally realize that we respect the taxpayer dollars. I think that's the first step.
Yeah.
What's the word? First step to gain trust.
Yeah, yeah. So so we just less traffic in there. Well, we all talk about traffic. Anybody says they're gonna solve traffic, it's kind of it's doable, but in different ways.
See, that goes back to financially, right? Why does the city needs to hire someone?
You mean all those traffic guards?
Yeah,
What do
the
you call-
traffic. What
Traffic
do you
police?
call- the traffic. The traffic person.
Traffic,
and
yes.
paying him, I
Yes.
believe, a 300,000 salary.
Yeah, and they hired 7 of them, right?
Yeah,
Well,
I think that's a waste. And another
it
thing
is
that
a waste.
and I think another thing
you
that's
said earlier before.
Yeah.
This is what you waste money because this is like it's like something came up from the city. This is our solution from the city council. Let's
Yeah.
get some traffic.
Yeah.
That's not a solution.
And-
You're just trying to appease the audience.
And I think another thing that's a waste is, why do you need 4 deputy mayors? See,
One for the north, one south.
I like.
You know,
to,
I think of that. I think of the Wizard of Oz.
Yeah.
The Wicked Wizard of Oz.
Yeah.
It's just
I honestly, this is my opinion, and I think I spoke to a couple of neighbors as well, and they agree with me. They said, I don't think we need a deputy mayor.
Well, we only had one before, right?
Yeah, we only had
We
one.
had Jennifer McKelvey took over
Yeah,
Tory.
exactly.
He
Right.
left.
I honestly think we don't even need a deputy mayor, because the job of the city is one mayor
Yeah.
and the councillors. That's it.
Mhm.
We don't need deputy mayors. That's a additional financial burden,
Yeah.
right? So these are the things when I say we need to bring financial accountability and discipline, right? Maybe if we really want to have a deputy mayor just to help the mayor, in case something happens to the mayor,
Sure.
knock on wood, it doesn't.
Yeah.
But one deputy mayor is fine, right?
Yeah, we had
So-
before, right?
Yeah.
I have a question for you. They reduced the
Yeah.
councils, right?
Yes.
The ward. They extend the wards, reduce the council. Like your ward, Ward 25, and other wards are pretty big.
Ward 25 used to be Ward 44.
Yeah. So in Montreal, they have I don't know what the word is, sub councillors. So my question to you: what do you think of, like, say you're the counselor, but because it's so big, you have like deputies, but you have that deputy say
Like regional?
sub-councilors, and you know, like we talked earlier about off camera about police. Well, police might have to go to every little thing.
Yeah.
So you have people that can handle like, you know, more local things.
Yeah.
Where you're the counselor and you have more people under you.
Yeah.
It's same. Less stress off you, right?
Yeah.
Instead of like running all over the place, like the photo ops thing, right?
Yeah.
You know. So let's go into number 4, clean and green war. That's with biking and everything in health.
You know, like this is a very residential neighborhood. Like Ward 25 is a residential neighborhood. It's,
that's why we took this, nice and greeny, right?
yeah, it's nice and green.
People
right?
can't see
So
there's the water, the little pound over there and all that.
it's a you know it's
like
a really nice green area, right?
Yeah.
And you know, actually Brian, the owner, the manager of Black Dog Park, you know, said he had his wedding.
Oh yeah, he had 10 years ago. Married just over there. The little
Yeah,
trailer and all that.
yeah, right?
Cool.
So no, it's great. So I think the thing is that we really need to, you know, ensure that we invest and in Ward 25 and you know, my promise is that there'll be many events for neighbors to get together. There'll be events, you know, to support small businesses. There'll be events to make sure no one is excluded. Right? Everyone in Ward 25
You
will
just
have
jogged my
voice.
memory. Remember back in 2022, there was a building proposal going up,
Yes.
and you the only one knew about the whole area.
Yes.
And there was only 3 in the council.
Yeah.
Or 3 in the. What was the result of that?
Yeah,
What was that?
so-
Sorry, what the area was?
So see, my job is to listen to the residents, and majority of the residents
Yeah.
didn't want condos.
Where they were to it again? That was at.
That was at Port Union and Shepherd.
Yes,
Right?
that's right.
Guess what? City Council has passed it, and now that condo is like it's already built, right?
See?
And I do want to state this. Because of the condo.
Sorry, I'm glad you mentioned that. You know what's really funny?
Yeah.
You fought back in 2022 for the people that didn't want that. I remember you're the one that fought for that.
Yeah.
And I remember you're the one who knew the questions for that.
Yeah.
People knew what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Not the other.
Exactly. You know, I don't believe in high-rise condos.
No.
I do not.
And the
right?
people were not heard.
Exactly.
And they still built it,
Yeah.
regardless of what the council. I mean, they voted you in, or the council more than the
Exactly.
council.
See,
and they still didn't listen to that.
because see, the thing is, council and the mayor they make decisions, but they don't think of the long run, right?
Yes.
So the reason why I don't like high-rise condos is because we are not downtown Toronto.
No.
Right? But I do support low-rise.
Yeah.
Right? Like
Like
low-rise.
5, 6 buildings, like
Right,
5,
exactly.
Yeah.
Right?
Like everything.
If it's not downtown, right? So we need low-rise, and it's really sad that since that condo has been built,
How many floors is it?
I think it's seven,
Seven floor, yeah.
8 floors. Yeah. So since that condo has been built by Port Union and Shepherd, my very close neighbor on East Avenue, I attended his arms killing, right? And he passed away,
I'm sorry.
right? He lives on over by East Avenue. You know how he passed away is because of that condo. So, and we talked about this earlier, is that he was riding his e-bike right in front of those condos, and then the sidewalk was uneven. We talked about that.
Yeah.
The sidewalk was uneven. He lost control of his bike. He hit his head on the concrete sidewalk, and the ambulance came, and then he later died in the hospital
Oh my God.
with his injuries.
Wow.
So that condo has cost a death, and he was my dear friend, my neighbor, and he was a very good man. He always came out on garbage day and recycling day. He not only took his paints inside, he took other neighbors.
Yeah. And
So-
how long was he in the neighborhood? How long was he?
Oh, he's been in the neighborhood longer than
Long
me.
time, right?
Longer
Wow.
than me,
Yeah.
actually, yeah, right? So
Just from riding his bike, eh?
exactly, and I'm glad you mentioned that, right? And
Do you want to mention his name?
yeah,
Yeah.
his name is Mr. Mohammed, and he was a really, really good friend of mine. And actually, I met him 2 days. He actually signed my nomination form.
Oh, did he?
And when he signed my nomination form, that was 2 days before the accident.
You mean this year?
This year.
This is just recently,
This
right?
year, yeah.
Oh my God.
This year,
Wow.
he signed my nomination form, and then he told me, Ashan, and he told me, Ashan, you will make a great impact. You will make a great difference for this community. We believe in you. Never give up.
You believe that?
He told me that, and then I heard the news. When I heard the news, his wife texted me. We are very good friends. I couldn't reply.
Really?
I couldn't reply because I was.
Did she tell like he died or how he died or what?
E-bike.
She told you right away, right?
Yeah. But I couldn't reply because I was in a state of shock.
Well, imagine, right?
Yeah. It
When
was.
did this happen? Like,
This happened. Actually, I'll tell you a little bit story. I'll tell you a story. I took my mom for a car ride, right? And then when I was coming.
oh, by the way, hi mom.
She's the boss.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, she's.
So
all moms are the boss.
Yeah, all the moms are the boss, right?
Yeah.
So I took my mom for a car ride, and then I saw the ambulance, I saw the police officer, but I never thought that was Mohammed.
And that was that?
Yeah, that was that.
That's
I never
funny.
thought.
Oh my
I never
God.
thought that was Mohammed.
Wow.
I never knew he had an e-bike.
Yeah.
Right, but I had a feeling that something's wrong. Right?
Just when you saw the ambulance?
Yeah, when I saw the
But you didn't
e-bike,
think it was him, you
I said, Mom, look, there's a bike.
Oh, you saw the bike?
I saw the bike,
Oh.
but I never saw him.
Oh my God.
So I had a weird feeling, right? Instinct, right? They
Just
call
the-
it.
yeah, just the-
right?
yeah,
So
that connection,
then,
right?
then I get the call the next day, the text.
Yeah.
Then I was in a state of shock.
Oh my
I
God.
couldn't reply for 1 hour.
Really?
I couldn't believe it. I was like, this must be a joke,
Yeah.
right? But why would anyone joke about that,
Yeah.
right? And then I didn't even text. I called, and then she said, yes, Hassan, it's true, unfortunately.
Oh,
And then I was so heartbroken. I took a couple of veggie samosas, and I know a great place, by the way. If you ever want samosas, let me know.
Plug it? Where is it?
Yeah, it's by the over by Port Mornington and Shepherd.
What's it called?
What's it called? It's by the College Bakery.
Oh.
No, not College Bakery. Luge Bakery.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Luge Bakery.
Good samosas?
Yeah, it's always awesome. It's really
Yeah.
good. You should try one.
Yeah.
No, it's really good. There's so much nice food places.
Why didn't you bring it for the interview?
There you go. Our next podcast.
I could have a samosa.
We'll have a samosa
While you're
podcast.
talking about, I can have a samosa my coat.
Exactly,
Yeah.
right? So
sorry,
it was
yeah.
great. He's going to be greatly missed in the community.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
met his daughter. I met his son. His
Yeah.
daughter lives in Houston now.
Wow.
That's where Joel Austin is.
Yeah.
I'm Roman Catholic, right?
You
So,
are?
yeah.
Okay,
so-
I know you are.
Right. So Joel Austin
Yeah.
is a preacher.
Yeah.
No, he's a really good guy. So he's going to be a great miss to the community. So I have one less vote. Right?
So he's looking over you, right?
He's
so you
looking
know
over
when you
me,
told
right?
that word device, you better hold up to it.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, exactly. He said, you know what, never give up.
Yeah.
And you know what? But his wife told me. His wife told me a very good saying. Ashan, you might have one less vote, but guess what? He's from up. He's going to help you to go to City Hall.
Yeah.
So I have a guardian angel
Yeah.
overlooking me.
That's great.
Right?
Yeah.
So
That's great. That's good. You miss him quite a bit, huh? Yeah,
he was a
I can
really-
relate to you what I went through, right? The mom.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He was a really good man.
Yeah. So let's go to we got green. Affordable housing. Yeah, that's a big one. Number 5, affordable housing growth, responsible growth. I like the word
Yeah,
responsible.
just for the audience.
Responsible growth, that's a big word
Just
right
for
there.
the audience to know, we are on platform number 5.
Yeah.
Point 5.
So talk about that housing options. Well, as you know, we're discussing.
We really need to.
Well, just what you said just now. What you said here. Responsible development that respects our neighborhoods.
Exactly.
The fact that the building went up, and regardless of what the council wanted,
Yeah.
it's put up there anyways.
So, yeah.
These people are not listening to the. Well, I just went to the last council meeting there. They had no proposal. They're going to go up. The LRT is passing it. Regardless, and people are just yelling and screaming, and they're trying to restrain the people. Why are you yelling and screaming? Well, what do you think? You know, you don't be. You know, if you're going to plan something, live in the ward, right? We talked about this before.
Exactly, right? And that's why you land in your own ward.
Yeah.
Actually, for mayor, you don't
Yeah.
have to have a ward, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But I think you and me both agree, right? You can City Hall, the mayor cannot make a decision that impacts all wards. So because you and me both know, each ward has different needs, different circumstances, right?
Exactly.
So I think that's what we need everyone to have that same mindset.
Yeah.
Right? Ward 25 could have different needs from Ward 24, right?
Yeah.
By the way, Ward 24 only has 2 candidates, right? Just saying that, I had to throw that out.
Oh yeah.
Right? So see that alone shows that Ward 25 is gaining momentum, right? More than Ward 24. Ward 25 is I'm going to keep saying it. Ward 25 Scarborough Loops Park is the best ward across Toronto, and we deserve real leadership for Ward 25 Scarborough. It's the best ward across Toronto. Right? It's by the Roots Beach. It's amazing, right? So that's the kind of ward that we drive. That's the kind of ward that we know every single neighbor, and I'm going to keep my commitment is every single neighbor in Ward 25 Scarborough Rouge Park will be engaged. No one will be left behind.
I get all emails, doing the pod show and
you're busy behind the computer.
I think I'm the HQ of all that's going on for some reason, but people ask you questions about yourself, and two questions they asked me for you is we want to meet you. We were thinking of having a community event on your own accord with people. And the second question people ask you is, are you single?
That's a good question.
They ask me that all the time.
So
you don't have to answer that one. Last one,
No, I will. See, I will. You know why I will answer it? Because I'm really transparent. And so as most of you know.
And he smells. You can't smell it. He smells good. He's wearing. What are you wearing? You smell good.
I'm wearing.
You're wearing
wine? Take a guess.
No, I don't think about.
Take a guess.
I don't know the box.
I'll give a clue. It starts with the letter F. It's a symbol of a car.
Ferrari?
Yes.
Yeah.
There you go. He got it right at the first try.
He's wearing car oil.
There you go.
So it smells so good.
Exactly,
the vapors just to get me going. No,
exactly.
It's nice. I can smell it when the wind's blowing, right?
Yeah.
So I'm sitting there getting, oh, you smell nice. Yeah, that's nice.
It's like I have so much deep roots here in Ward 25. It's I believe that Ward 25 truly deserves a representative that understands our unique needs. Like you said, unique, right?
Yeah.
Right. So
it's a lack of media attention. That's why we're doing this, right?
And just to also state that I'm the youngest candidate.
Oh, you are?
For Ward 25.
You want to tell your age?
I am 36 years old.
Are you only 36?
Yeah. And
wow.
I'm a bachelor. So
Are
that
you a
alone
bachelor?
shows. So that alone shows.
And he's loaded. No, I'm kidding.
I wish. That alone shows. I'm 36 years old. I'm a bachelor. That alone shows that I have the time, the dedication, and the commitment to ensure I will deliver results for my neighbors, for my friends, for everyone in Ward 25. No one will be excluded. Everyone will be heard. I will do it. I have lots of time. So I'll do it for my community. And guess what? I'm not giving up.
The only one you'll exclude one beating you.
Right.
Let's go to, let's talk more about housing,
Yeah.
We talked about the waiting list and all this ridiculous, right?
Oh yeah,
Well, I bet you probably, let me ask you a question, point blank. You know this area well, I'm going to test it now.
Yeah.
So, there are empty lots, there's empty properties everywhere.
Yeah.
So if you had your choice, if you could put 25 low-level buildings like
townhouses.
Or townhouses, what three areas would you pick would be good for this area?
I have to go back to that condo in Port Union and Shepherd.
That condo?
That land. We can put townhouses there.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
Why a condo?
No,
why?
I'm not saying that's not a condo.
I know.
It's a low-level building.
No. I'm telling you. Why do you think the city and the former councillor and the mayor picked a condo? Because they are behold to the developers. They're behold, right? So that's why, right? See, I'm tired, time and time again. Politicians, our leaders, find the easy route, right? They find the easy route. My commitment is, if elected, I will not find the easy route. I will roll up my sleeves. I'm wearing a t-shirt now, so I don't have sleeves. But I will get to work.
You roll up your sleeves?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a short shirt.
Short.
That's a short shirt.
That's what I said.
Okay.
I can't roll up my sleeves.
Okay.
So I will get to work. I will work hard.
Yeah.
For my constituents, for my neighbors, and for my friends.
Well, look what's going on in Toronto. There's half sitting, it's sitting empty, right?
Exactly.
So my question back to what three areas would you put these low-level buildings?
Yeah. So one would be at Port Union and Shepherd where the condo is.
Okay.
If I had the chance to do that, so that would be town.
So that don't count out because it's already done. So pick three.
Yeah. So one other, the other spot is over by Mains and Kingston.
Okay, right.
That's a nice area
It's
there.
big, it's empty there.
Exactly.
Like,
There's a lot of vacant land there.
Okay, that's great.
And then over by Old Kingston Road,
Mhm.
Old Kingston and Kingston again. That's another good area. And then we have another one over by that. There's a plaza. Oh, it's actually right beside Black Dog Pub.
Oh,
that's
oh,
the third
yeah.
location.
Yeah,
So
see?
so you see down there, there's a abandoned
Yeah,
plaza.
that just came up that way from Eastern.
Empty parking lot.
Over here on Eastern?
Exactly.
Yeah, it just came up there, yeah.
That's a very good
Yeah.
place
Yeah, I just
for
saw that.
multiple townhouses.
Yeah, I just saw that.
No condos,
I was,
townhouses.
when I go, I was thinking about it, yeah.
Yeah. So those are my
I'm
three
putting you on the
prospects.
spot because I want people to know you know your place, you know your ward.
Exactly,
See, you know
right.
your ward.
Yeah.
So most councillors are
Three spots.
Yeah, 3 spots, yeah. So most people should know their wards by heart, right?
Exactly.
That's why I live in the area.
And guess what? Like I said, I don't like writing emails. I don't like talking on the phone. And I'm pretty sure you and me both agree.
I hate typing. You
Face
know
to
that?
face, face to face
Yeah,
is better.
Yeah, exactly. That's why doing the. I mean, we do interviews. Do we call during interviews when the registration comes out? So we know we do debates.
Exactly.
But you can only like this. You can only do so much in debate.
Yeah.
Right. Like this, you cannot discuss all these in a debate.
No.
You could go by quickly. Right?
And my commitment is today to all my neighbors of Ward 25 Scarborough Ridge Park. I have a reason for this. And my reason is I will not be attending any community debates hosted by community associations of Ward 25 Scarborough Ridge Park.
Oh, really?
Now, my reason for that is I love community associations. They do a lot of great work for the community, but we have to be practical and reasonable. Community associations, it has come to a point that they are biased. See, I speak from my heart. I will always tell the truth.
You want to talk about this?
Right. So,
Sorry.
yeah, so community associations are biased. But they have done a lot of good work for the community.
Yes.
But the reason why I say they're biased is because they have a preferred candidate on their mind. So I will not be attending any community association events like debates, specifically debates. But I will, however, I'll make a small caveat, small exception. I will attend meet and greets.
Yes.
The reason why I will attend meet and greet events is because I like that face-to-face interaction. I want to meet my neighbors. But the reason I don't attend debates is because it's not reasonable, it's not practical. The
It's
questions
boring.
are coming. Yeah.
It is.
Not even boring,
Well,
but
the
the
things they
questions,
ask you,
yeah,
yeah,
the
the
questions
questions.
are not coming from neighbors,
No, they're coming from these.
elites,
Yeah, exactly,
right?
yeah.
So that is my reasoning behind it. So if you don't see me at a debate, you know why.
Well, I know.
Yeah.
Let's talk about this. You want to do this?
Yeah.
About the last
Yeah.
election. You were in the you was in the last. You were in the last election.
2025 by-election.
And the only coverage you got was 2 media or something, 2 town halls, and me interviewing you.
Yeah.
For the fight, remember?
Yeah.
And that's why I chose to do that.
Yeah.
And I got nothing against like they do a lot of community. They're not. When you're being a non-partisan group and you're making a select candidate, you're not non-partisan, right? You're being biased.
Yeah.
I know, and we know who they selected and who they. Well, one of the candidates that was running, they took his name out. During a speech, he said something false, and they put it in the paper, the Rouge paper. And I was mad. I called him out and said, you know what? That's called bias. That's not your place. Well, we need to let the voters know why. Well, that's not your place. It's up to the voters to find it out.
So you have experienced a bias.
No, no, not from me, but from
But
my,
no, but you
the
have
Ward
noticed
20
it.
Yeah, oh yeah, big time. I know the Ward 25. So the Ward 20 had an election, right?
They also had a by-election.
But they had 4 debates, 2 town halls, where I take them all.
That was they had a by-election to replace Gary Coffin.
Yeah,
Right?
so that was run by Sun.
Yeah.
It was run well, and they had the same amount of candidates as you guys had in the by-election. Yours.
20, right? Yeah.
So when I read the paper or what the official what they said, the reason we have so many candidates, we're not going to have any debates. I said, well, that's a lot of malarkey. It Ward 20. So this is what happened. I don't know if you know the scoop. That after your election, the by-election, Ward 25, the hoopla first of all, but the candidate got elected. I don't know why. And well, the list of the top ones, right? And second was about how no excuse was run properly.
Yeah.
And the buys of the paper, the select candidate preferred, nothing at all, but whoever was running that organization. And the fact that saying that the amount of candidates is no time for debates. Well, if Sun did it, well, and I kicked them all, you've seen it, why couldn't they do it? There's no excuse, you know? And then, so now the flack is, this kind of like drove this new election coming up now, the interest in the, I said that way back, I said to Ron, from Sun, I said, you know what, this election, they're also going to make the presidents for this coming up election. And like you said, people are mad, people are pissed. What happened to by-election? The nonpartisan is being accused of being nonpartisan anymore, right? They're not partisan. Like you make a tough comment, and like you said, preferred candidate, and also lack of exposure because they didn't want any exposure. So I did it myself. How many I did? I mean, I think I taped 23 of them. Yeah. With the little interviews, and I did 3 long ones, right?
Exactly.
And that's what happened, right?
See, that's why now you know why I've taken that stance.
Exactly.
So I'm glad you understand the situation.
No, I know well. No, and I agree. That's why I did it. You know. Yeah. And when I saw that was actually toward the local paper came out when they selected the candidate. We know what they were talking about, right?
Exactly.
And he got reamed up because he made a false statement. He did make a false statement, you know. And that was a little. There's more into it than that. I don't want to go into detail, but that's an example of why people are not impressed. What's going on? This is a perfect example. Yeah, and this is when you got, if the city hall is being biased and the media's being biased, and then you got a nonpartisan community group doing the same thing, where do we turn to, right? Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned that. Yeah.
I'm glad you understand that.
No, I know well. I know. I was mad about that. I said, how dare you do that? You know, you're not. I argued with Sue big time from experience, you know. And I said, the first I was told, you know what you're talking about. Well, what are you talking about? It says right there, nonpartisan. Son's nonpartisan. Yeah. You know, like this. I'm doing this. People ask me. I've asked people asking me for doing the.
This is more better.
Yeah. People are asking, are you going to endorse something? I can't. That's kind of, well, I've been to the debates with myself with the mayor. As soon as we did the TCH debate, they already endorsed somebody. Exactly. Who was not the person that was in housing, which should have been Isabella. Yeah.
Actually, I don't know if you remember, but I think this was at the 2023 by-election for mayor, right? Mm-hmm. I was the moderator. Yeah. I hosted a mayor candidate debate.
Yeah.
At
16 candidates.
16 candidates, and Isabella was part of it.
Yeah. Did you have to pay for that, by the way, or did you?
No, it was one of my good dear friends at the Direct Democracy Building Center.
Yeah. And you run it?
I was the moderator.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we had 16 candidates that participated. One of the candidates was Isabella and Lyle Sanders.
Oh, Lyle Sanders. Okay.
I think you were there.
No, I never know. No, I wasn't up. You think I get that place again?
I'm pretty sure we can.
And if you can get the place, I'll host it as my pod show.
Perfect.
And it'll be and my debate will be very few questions for you guys to explain yourself. It'll be more Q&A. Because if you both know, when you go to all these city events, like the Ontario Municipal Hall, they make like 3 hour event, 2.5 hours talking, give me all the stuff that's going on. We already know that. We want Q&A. They always do. The last one they had the data call. I just did that. We did that. 20 minutes of question Q&A. Wow. They're talking the way they do it on purpose. They don't want people asking too many questions. Yeah. So my debate would be on the pod show and be talking about what you can, you know, and give you a couple minutes and then more Q&A.
No, definitely. No, I'm like I always tell all my neighbors and my friends in Ward 25 Scarborough Ridge Park, I am open to any great idea from any neighbor because I believe in accepting ideas from anyone as long as it's good. Not bad. Right? No, so if it's a good idea,
well, I think people have heard of doing a Q&A. They're watching the debate. I went to Diane Sack's debate award when she ran. I went to that one.
Oh,
yeah. So there's.
I think you said what?
No, I can't remember. But anyways, I went to that, and the questions they asked you kind of was ridiculous. Yeah. They asked this 5-sentence question. No, the question came at the end, like, and then that's the same question. It took so long, and it had nothing to do with their platform. It had nothing to do with your platform. They didn't have to. They didn't. Honestly, you have 5 minutes to talk about your platform, and that was it. And all the questions were non-related. It was so. I was like, what is this? This is mundane, you know.
It's really.
So let's go into number 6. Are you finished with housing?
Yeah.
We talked about it. I'll put you on the spot. I'm glad you answered this spot.
Yeah.
So
3 points, 3 locations.
I want people to know you know your ward, because some people like their parachute. We talked about it. If you don't know your ward, if you can ask any question in the element ward, you should be running, right? Yeah. So number 7. We talked about. We did. No, 6. Number 6. Support local businesses. Okay, I told people I'm an anti-BIA. The reason being, the BIA. Well, where I am, Lawrence, all those Indian stores and restaurants, all up to Brimley, during the last 2022 election and the by-election. I went to each one. I said, "You get covered."
On Brimley, right? On those.
That's where that last interview had. But all the way from Lawrence, all the way from State Pharmacy. There's all further down. There's all the Indian stores, Pakistan, Muslim stores. And I asked them. I said, "Do you guys get any support from BIA?" They said, "No." Why? You know what they all said? And none of them know each other. Well, most of them. Some. They said, "We're not well known." we're not a brand name.
Yeah. See, because people.
They say, Mr. Phil, we're not a brand name. Can you help us?
Yeah, because people, Toronto residents, even we are number 6, right? Local businesses.
Yeah.
Local businesses don't have the resources from the city, right?
They do not.
For example, right? The local businesses are really affected, especially after COVID, right?
Yes.
They lost a lot of money. Their financial barriers. The city needs to take initiatives to provide those resources and those supports, financial supports to local businesses. Right? I'm not saying give free handouts, no, right? But I'm saying
free
basic
advertising,
things, right?
Free advertising,
Yeah, free advertising. That's a good one. And free advertising, even cut the red tape. Less paperwork to gain supports, less paperwork to gain financial support, right? Because a lot of people don't want to apply or anything because the paperwork is too extensive, right? So we need to cut that red tape, right?
For example, like the city can't be biased in anything, right? Like if you have a candidate meeting on a city property, you have to have all the candidates. So when it comes to ask about, well, when we both registered, remember we were both asking who's going to who to contact for signs and brochures, and the companies contact you anyway. They get, even I get still stuff when you're running, right? If I said no contact, but the city's policy is we cannot be biased. But if you go a different way, say create a website for that ward, say citywide website, and say any business out there, come register, and we'll put your advertisement in the website. People come check out the website.
I agree.
Say I go to Ward 25. Oh, I thought, never heard of this place. It's on the city website. But they're not being biased. They give people the option to register themselves.
Exactly.
That's the way you can look around.
It gives the thing to sum it all up. What we need to do is we need to give local businesses, we need to give residents, we need to give our neighbors and friends options.
Yeah.
Let's give a lot of options. So guess who decides? Not the government, not the mayor, not the councillors. The people have those options in the table, and they get to select what is best for them.
Oh, look at this place. I never knew this place existed. I came in here. I'm walking up it's like, where's the
So tell me your first impression of the Black
Oh,
Dog.
it's amazing. I tell you, I'd come here again anytime. Just if I live closer by, I come here all the time after work.
Yeah.
It's
Now-
great.
now the
I went
next
to
time-
the local guys, the 5 guys at the bar. They're all friendly. How you doing and all
See,
that?
now the next time you come to Black Dog Park, are you a stranger? No.
No,
You
family
know
now.
it.
No, I've slept so well, and it's nice and decorated. They got fireplace upstairs. They got this big. It's a big patio.
It's a lovely patio. Did
Would you see it? Yeah.
Did you see the heated patio?
Yes, I saw it. Haiti patio. They got nice green. This is all well established.
So I just
Beautiful.
want to.
And I'm being biased now.
Yeah.
This is actually the best pub I've seen in all the wards.
Oh, I have to be I for
Yeah.
that. Thank you.
Do I get my freebie now?
So I do want to let the audience know and the neighbors and my friends of Ward 25 Scarborough Roots Park that guess what? I have incredible news. That
Wait a minute, is this breaking news?
this is
You want me to do the city TV thing? Breaking news!
Breaking news now,
Coming
right?
up at 6.
Exactly.
Sorry,
right?
go ahead.
Yeah, breaking news, CP24, right? So on Monday, October 26th, 2026, our election night headquarters will be right here at Black Dog Pub. Right at this location, it's located at Island Road and East Avenue. So the major intersection is Port Union Road and Island Road. That's the major intersection. So I hope to see all my neighbors. I hope to see all my friends right here on election night, our headquarters on October 26th at 7 p.m. It is our headquarters, and I'm the only candidate that's having election night headquarters right in Ward 25. I don't know if you remember, but last year in the by-election, the winner, Nathan Trent,
Yes.
he had it at the Scarborough Convention Center.
Yes, that's right.
That's not in Ward 25.
No,
that's
that's
outside.
right, that's right, yeah,
So,
yeah.
so I always, 99%, I always try my best.
Did you get a permit to do it?
I don't know.
I never asked about that.
Exactly. So 99%, I always strive
Yeah.
to have all the functions, all the events, all the programs,
Yeah,
all the
yeah,
supports
yeah.
right in Ward 25.
Oh, yeah.
Because that makes sense, right?
Exactly, yeah. So we done strengthening the economy, investment, and small businesses. Yeah, okay, now we've done all of this.
Yeah. And number 7. So
we did 7 already.
exactly.
So
Transparent and
we
accountable
done
leadership.
we jumped ahead. So now we'll talk something about your heart, your community advocacy, you're volunteering. Let's talk about that.
Yeah, definitely. So
I remember it all, so don't leave anything out.
There you go. Let me know, right?
I will.
Let me know if I do. Right?
I will.
Yeah. So I am a past board of director of Surrey Place. It's a non-profit organization.
And tell the people what is that? What is Surrey Place?
It's a non-profit organization for individuals with intellectual, developmental, and physical disabilities. No, it was a great pleasure being serving on the board of Surrey Place, and I'm currently involved with Surrey Place as a self-advocacy council member.
Oh, what does that mean?
Self-advocacy council member is that council at Surrey Place. We speak up for people with intellectual, developmental, and physical disabilities, as well as I am a current Lion member for Lions International, and our local West Hill Highland Creek Lions Club. Our clubhouse is located at 292 Mains Road at the Healing Park Community Center. I am the past president for the term 2024-2025, and I received our club during my term as president. Our club has received a 5-star Club Excellence Award, and I received the 5-star presidential pin. So I am the past president of that, and then I'm also I was the interim co-chair of the Port Union Community Winterfest. That actually we saved that community event, the Winterfest event, because no one stepped up. I did, because I believed in that. So that was an amazing thing. Now, ever since 2023 was when I was the interim coach of the Port Union Winterfest, it's been going on every year. So I'm very pleased that I stepped up, saved that event. That's what we should do as neighbors, right? And it's great. I'm always every year I'm always at the Run for the Lions event at the Port Union waterfront. That's at Port Union Village Common. Then I'm also at the Port Union Waterfront Festival. I think you came there.
Yeah.
Right. So it was a great event, and no, it was really great. I just completed my studies as a paralegal student. I'm looking forward to the next steps in that. So no, I'm very involved in the community. I have known everything, and then actually we actually have some audience here.
You got everything covered? Did you cover everything?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Did I miss anything?
Yeah.
Oh, what did I miss?
Something about disabilities?
Oh yes, thank you. See, there's so much that I do.
That's what I got to remind these guys. Yeah.
See, Philip is my dear friend. Like we I think I was.
2022, yeah.
I mentioned I was your first candidate, right, to interview, right? So we are very good friends, me and Philip, and you know I do so much for the community of Ward 25 Scarborough Rouge Park, and not just Ward 25, but across Toronto.
Didn't you get some of the
disabilities? And when we do so much, it's so hard to keep track of, right? So we need that support. So I am actually an advocate for people with intellectual development disabilities, to speak up for them. So I have sent letters to the Premier, I have sent letters to the Prime Minister. We actually finally, after my strong advocacy, we finally got a dedicated minister in the federal government to handle that portfolio, to be the Minister of Disability. So that supports people not just with physical disabilities, but intellectual, developmental, and mental health, right? And that is what I'm so happy we did, that we now have a minister in charge of the portfolio. And because of that minister, we established the Canada Disability Benefit that provides financial support of, I believe now it's $204 per month on it, additionally from the social assistance. And the best news, and I applaud Premier Ford that he ensured that the current social assistance from the province will not be clawed back because of the federal benefit. So that is amazing. So now people with disabilities will receive the social assistance, they will receive the Canada Disability Benefit. So that's a big win. That alone is a big win.
And how did you forget that one?
For the disability community. No, that's amazing.
But did you get recognition for that? Did you get something from it?
No, I do this not for recognition.
But you did get an acknowledgement from them, right?
I did from the
Yeah, I
disability
remember it,
from Surrey Place.
That's from your website. I remember
Exactly. So it,
I remember your website, see?
exactly. Right. See, yeah. And what's my website? electashanfernando.ca.
Yeah.
It's the same address as my previous campaigns. So I keep everything streamlined, and yeah, we really do it for the people. We are going to get City Hall back to the people. No more developers, no more inside elites. We are going to stand up for the people. We are going to find for accountable leadership. And one thing that I can assure you, that as your councillor, I will not put anything under the rug. Everything will be transparent, accessible, and accountable. That's what we're going to do. And like it says, neighbors first, results always. I am from the community of Ward 25, and we are working for you. And we are going to get it done. Let's get it done. Feel free to call me on the campaign line and email. We will respond within minutes.
So let me pick your brain now. So I know you did quite a bit of community work. I asked a lot of questions about all my pods proceed. So my question to you is, do you remember the first time somebody came to you and said, Ashan, thank you for volunteering, you helped me, and they made you either a better person or a better community advocate? Just say thank you for your service. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I actually want to mention this actually, if you give me a moment.
Sure.
Really, I got a call from the CEO of Surrey Place. Her name is Terry, and not only a call, but she wrote an amazing endorsement and a recommendation.
Oh, it's on your, I read that. Yeah, I read that. Yeah, I forget what you wrote. Yeah.
And the CEO of Surrey Place, Terry, mentioned Ashan was an active and interested member of the Surrey Place Board of Directors, making a difference. So that's what we do, right? And then I also want to say, another candidate who's running for Ward 25 Scarborough Ridge Park, she also, and she's running in this election, by the way, and she also wrote a recommendation to me in the past, specifically on May 12, 2021. This was before my run for 2022. And she wrote, and her name is Cheryl Lewis. She's a candidate for Ward 25 as well. And she wrote on my LinkedIn recommendation, Ashan is a highly articulate individual who will be a strong asset to any company, in this case city or organization he inspires. I have had the pleasure of working with him both as a client and in a volunteer setting. He is kind and helpful towards others and very clear in his communication. So we talked about this earlier. What is the most important thing in any campaign, even in an elected officer, is communication. If you don't have communication, everything else falls apart. Right? So communication is key.
I think we covered it. We got your counselor, we got your what do you do for hobbies? Besides calling everybody.
Yeah.
What do you like doing
I
for-
have a lot of hobbies.
I know you do.
But I love walking,
Yeah.
going for a walk by the beach. I love going for.
And we're the only ward with the beach, right?
That's
No. Also Lake Trans.
Yeah, lakes and beaches is job.
Yeah, they have beach. Yeah.
So, and no, I love going for car rides. I like road trips. I love traveling. Most importantly, I like riding my bike. I like swimming, and I do like to play once in a while some video games.
Oh, you video game? Are you a video game addict or?
And I'm more of a driving video game.
Oh, the one? Yeah.
So I like, not for the kids to know, but GTA.
Oh, you.
No, but.
Now you're inspired all these kids to go out there and start playing this game.
Okay.
The parents are going to call you back and say, listen, you're ready for a war. We make our kids are driving all them. Kidding.
But I just want to let you know a disclaimer.
It's a disclaimer.
It's just a
We have
video
a
game.
disclaimer in our
It's just a
interview,
video
yeah.
game, right? So, but I think just to the bottom line is that I believe everyone deserves fun. I believe everyone deserves to really let go and have some fun after the week of hard work, right? So people like you need to be with have a nice enjoyable time, right? And I'll say it again. I am so confident that Ward 25 can be so much better.
Oh yeah.
And our concerns can be so much better heard. And for example, like, enough with the political talking points, enough with the fancy words, enough of bad mouthing of other candidates. That's beneath the office of council. The thing is, what I do hold myself to high standards. I will always stand up for what is right and for justice. That is a true leader. If a leader pushes things under the rug, you're not being a leader. You're avoiding holding people accountable for their actions. I will be fighting for justice, and I will be held accountable.
Okay, another question before you go. So if anybody came to you, Mr. Ashan, I'm thinking of running for politics or being involved more community advocacy, what would you advise?
One thing that I would advise is get into politics for the right reasons. That would be my advice. Is a lot of people, you and me sing, right? You and me are both veteran candidates, right?
Yes.
So we both know that you should enter politics for the right reasons. It should not be about self-interest.
Or a paycheck, right?
Or paycheck,
Yeah.
right? No, I agree. We should get paid because we have to live, right? But I mean, a basic paycheck.
Yeah.
Right? Not payoffs.
Yeah.
Not this, not that, not
are you
lump
talking about
sums.
developers? Oh yes.
Yeah, developers, right? Not buying your voice, right? Not that. A basic paycheck to your living standards. But what I would say is that it should be about the people for the right reasons, is to serve the community, right? See, myself, I am part of the largest service organizations. You probably heard of it, Lions International.
Yes, they're very
right?
big, yeah.
And I'm going to propose to you. I know you're not part of Ward 25, but if you're ever interested and you want to join the West Hill Island Lions Club, the local Lions Club of Ward 25, the invitation is open. If you want to join, because how invitation works with Lions International is a current member has to extend an invite.
Then we can just come in, right?
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
So I extended an invite. It's open now. Open for acceptance.
Does it come with a burger?
We will have dinner meetings. Yeah, we will have dinner meetings. But the bottom line is give it back, right?
Yeah.
Give it back. So the invitation is open. The door is open. Whenever you decide, give me a call. Come to our meetings. We'll be happy to have you.
Before we go, we have some guests here.
Yeah, we do.
Sir, did you want to ask a question to our candidate?
I'm just visiting.
Just visiting. Okay.
Maybe I thought it's finished now. No?
Oh, we're still taping. Yeah. Did you have a question for Mr. Ashan?
The one question would be for if you ever consider having conversation with the Fernie House that is here.
Oh yes, up on the corner.
Yes.
On the corner. Yes.
They're young people
Yeah.
that have
Youth.
they've left home because of one reason or the other.
Yeah.
And there's always stuff to help them make ends meet,
Yeah.
and also to bring back the education that they've lost.
Yes.
So there is a function that, well, this is North America wide,
Yeah.
Fernie,
Yeah.
So basically the ones here needs help, and the Lions
Yeah.
do provide some assistance. I think
Yeah,
the
we
Rotary
do that
also-
walk.
The walk is coming. That is always the coldest night of the year walk,
Yeah.
and there's always a target, and the funds go directly
Too fun.
to this one.
Yeah.
But it's worldwide and
Yeah.
North America wide.
Yeah.
But in every location,
Yeah.
it's taken care of. So we're the ones here
Yeah.
in this community, and this is the community you are trying to become the representative. So I think we should consider something about them.
No, that's great. Fernie is a very great organization, right? And I'm so happy to have that organization right in Ward 25.
Exactly.
It's just around the corner.
Yeah,
You see
I
that
remember
house?
over here, the
right
house,
around the corner. I'm so happy it's in Ward 25, right? No, definitely, I agree. And I just want to irritate to the audience online is that we have the pleasure of having the Lions International District A711 past District Governor Lion Julian, who is an outstanding and exceptional governor who led the district, and it's amazing. That's the kind of leadership we need.
Yeah.
For District A7.
Investing in our youth, right?
Because the when you're a leader, you have to unite everyone.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, and have a lot of events, right, to get people together.
Yeah.
So to answer Lion Julian's question, is that, you know, Further Place is doing a great job in raising funds to help the vulnerable youth, right? As you know, those kids, those youth have, difficulties, domestic issues with their parents, with their siblings, family issues, right? So that's where they live, right? So so what we need to do is, with that financing alone, it's not enough to help the youth. So I think the city has a role to create a dedicated funding, permanent funding, not
Permanent, exactly,
permanent,
yes.
not we'll give you funding for 6 months
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it disappears.
Yeah.
Right? We need permanent funding from the city. It is the city's responsibility, right? So we need that permanent funding specifically to Further Place and help those youth, right? It will be really a great help to better the city, to better our youth, and to keep this youth out of criminal activity, right?
It's an
And-
ongoing process, right?
Exactly. It does not only help the youth, it helps the city,
Exactly.
it helps to reduce crime, and most importantly, it gives a purpose for our youth. They have a purpose, and that's what we should do as city officials. As if I had the privilege of being your next elected city councillor on October 26th, that is exactly what I'll do. I'll ensure the youth has a purpose in their life.
Right.
When they have that purpose, they'll stay out of trouble.
Yeah, sure. We're investing in our future, right? We have to.
Exactly.
Can't sure. So we're gonna head off your brief.
I do want to say one more thing.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Haven't you said enough?
One more thing, yeah. This campaign is nothing without the people behind the scenes.
Yes.
Right? So I do want to put a lot of gratitude and appreciation to the people behind the scenes, to my marketing person, Rosini, of the campaign, to the campaign manager, Dave Madden. Maybe we can.
I don't want to move the camera.
So
No.
maybe at
Just
after,
leave it, yeah.
So
Leave-
Dave
I'll
Madden,
turn it off and I'll
the,
take a separate
the
picture
campaign
now.
manager.
Yeah.
So people behind the scenes are also the backbone of the campaign.
Yeah, I'm glad you thanked.
Right?
Yeah,
So-
I mentioned one over video.
so-
I'll be thankful for your team, your tactics, your teammates, for you guys.
Exactly.
Plus your family. Also
So-
your family too.
So
Right?
I'll leave this with my.
So look at the camera and tell people why they should vote for Ashan Fernando on October 26th.
Exactly. I'll tell my neighbors and friends. I'll leave you with this. If we really want action, and if we want results for us neighbors in Ward 25, Scarborough Roots Park, I will tell you this: vote for a neighbor to send to City Hall, a long-time resident, the youngest candidate who has the energy, the dedication, and the passion to deliver results for Ward 25, Scarborough Roots Park. On a Monday, October 26th, vote Ashan Fernando. If you want to know more about me, visit me at electashanfernando.ca and check out my YouTube channel. And if you want to talk to me, call me on my direct line 416-407-0229. On October 26th, let's send a neighbor to City Hall. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. And